just want to welcome everybody first off. Thank you for being here. And it's really nice to be down in South Lake County in the Four Corners area. And I'm just glad that we had this opportunity to do this. I wanted to, before I forgot about it, remind everyone, if you hadn't received notice, tonight at 5 o'clock at the Leesburg International Airport, they will be having an opening reception for Whitehair, the company that will be locating there at the airport that makes the pontoons for the bottom of seaplanes. So this is a really, really big deal for the city of Leesburg and their economic development efforts, as well as our Lake County economic development tourism department, because they work closely with Leesburg on this project. And you may have also heard that DOT has awarded a significant grant that will assist with a grant that will allow them to get airplanes in and out of the water there at the airport. So a lot of good things coming together as a result of joint efforts between our folks and Leesburg economic development team. So that's really exciting. And you've seen the agenda and how we're going to move through what we've identified as major pending issues, and then discussion items, and then we'll move on to goals that we as a group want to discuss, either individual goals or organizational goals. And I just wanted to make a statement up front that we're coming together as a team of five, living in separate districts, but being elected at large. And while we have separate individual goals and things within our own districts or even countywide that are of particular interest to each of us, we also have organizational goals, obviously. And the way this whole process works with 5 elected officials, at any given time, it takes a majority in most instances to move forward on an issue. And I got to get something off my chest. We're not going to agree with one another always. We know we're not. But I think that it's important that we respect each other and that we don't use opportunities to drive a wedge between one another, because I think that's counterproductive to us as an organization.
You've been driving wedges since you walked in the door 2 years ago, so don't lecture us.
Well, you can say.
I'm just telling you that.
You
and Sean both. You're starting the meeting off very badly. It's not on the agenda. You need to stick to the agenda.
I don't have to.
Well, that's all right. That's just the way I feel. You want to get something off your chest, get it off.
Okay. That's what
all right. All right.
That's fine.
I just.
That's the way I feel.
Let her finish.
I think that I don't write a commentary.
You don't like what I put on my website about your voting record. Why don't you just say it?
I just think it's counterproductive.
I
think
just
it's
told the truth
divisive.
about your voting record. That's all I did. I didn't editorialize. I didn't do anything. I put the truth about you and Commissioner Parks' voting record out there on $1 million roundabout. And if you want to debate that, I'll debate that with you all day long. But I do. And you know what? I'm sorry that you don't like people knowing what your own voting record is. And I'm sorry you don't like that. And I think you're starting this meeting off in a very unproductive manner. Everyone has a right to disagree, and you contradicted yourself because actually your own vote contradicted yourself. You voted against something in May of 2011 that you voted for 2 weeks ago, and all I did was put that on my website. I didn't call you a flip-flopper. I didn't call you nasty names. I did it as professionally as I know how. And I'm sorry that you don't like people to know about your voting record. But I think that it's very counterproductive to start off a retreat where we've got a $6 million deficit, crying over or whining over something of your own voting record. I think that is very counterproductive to what we need to be doing today. Like you said, we have to be able to work together even though we disagree. And so if you don't like what I put on my blog, I didn't call you any names last week. All I did was tell the truth about your voting record. That's all I did. And I'm sorry you don't like that, but that's tough.
You just made,
That's tough.
Jimmy, you just made the point that I wanted to make, and you've done it eloquently, and we'll leave it at that.
Well,
and,
thank you.
And move on.
So I'm not being wise about this all, but apparently you did something on his web, on electronic challenge. I was reading your website, I was trying to get to it, but he said something about your voting record on his website.
What he did on the roundabout is that he wrote a separate thing that somebody sent to me, and it specifically calls out Commissioner Parks and myself, makes a big deal about the roundabout, calls it absurd, which is fine. I mean, it's his opinion. It's just that when you do that as a commissioner, when you actually go after another commissioner on their decisions, their decision-making process, I don't think that it's good for us as a group, as an organization. I think you can have his opinions, and I think we can certainly disagree, and we're going to disagree, and that's healthy. But there's a level of respect and decorum, I think, that we should strive for. And so then today in the Daily Commercial, there was a big article as well, and I had been asked about Commissioner Connor calling the decision absurd and a waste of money and on and on and on. Yes. So, the only point I wanted to make.
I don't have a right to call it, I called it absurd at a county commission meeting last night.
Okay, I'm talking, and I'm
Okay.
not going to give you the floor until I finish talking, okay? The point I'm making is that you don't need to have an enemy. You don't need to make any one of us an enemy. Stand by your positions. Be passionate about them. That's fine. But going after other commissioners, I just think it's bad for the group. But you're going to do whatever you're going to do. But I just feel like it's not.
I mean, honestly,
productive.
you were very passionate during the meeting. You said something about us being good Tea Party conservatives and blah, blah. I could have taken that as an insult.
You could have.
I
didn't put that on the website either.
I know you didn't, but I thought that would have been just it, because that was a public meeting, and that's fine. I mean, it's there. But then to find out that it's on, I mean, it is. I totally see Commissioner Campion's opinion. It's like, it's just, that was fine. The issue was past me already. I know that you didn't agree with that, but at that point, it just drags on, because then I have to spend time when people are going to maybe ask me about it, and that's the counterproductive part of it.
And I don't mind defending my position on anything, and I'm not trying to hide a voting record. That's not the point. You turned it into like, we want to hide our voting record. That's not it. The point I'm making is that make somebody else your enemy, but to make us individually as your target, you're going to do it if you choose to do it. It's your prerogative. I'm just suggesting that it's really not good for the good of the order. It's not good for the organization. We ought to respect each other even if we disagree, and just leave it at that. But to go out and specifically go after one another, I just don't think it's good leadership. But that's your call. So that's all.
May I speak?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. You're not my enemy. It's just what you said, is you can disagree without personalizing it, which y'all are personalizing what I wrote. I wish that people would go to Connor Report and see what I wrote. I didn't call you hypocrites. I didn't call you flip-floppers. In one article, I said that what I called it was absurd. I never referred to you two as being absurd. All I did was put the minutes from the May 2011 meeting where y'all voted against the roundabout. And I'm going to tell y'all that I don't think that crosses the line whatsoever. I think if I had called you names or something like that would have crossed the line. What I put on my website, in no way, shape, or form do I feel cross the line whatsoever. And I will tell you that since you've given me the opportunity, I think to vote for that, and especially when you do masquerade yourself as a fiscal
Oh,
conservative.
come on, Jimmy. Now you're getting personal.
You just interrupted me.
Come
You
on.
just interrupted me.
Come on, let's move on with business.
Let me get in for a minute. This is embarrassing for me to tell you here, that we're having this conversation. This board, even back in the day, when certain people here that didn't like each other, we've always been a collegial body. I think Clay County's been famous for that. But I mean, it sounds like there's more to this issue, especially between all aware of, or I don't know. We got to get this behind some, get it out and talk about it, so we're not stewing about it. That's what happens if you don't, is I stew about something till by the time I say something that doesn't make any sense. So, you know, there's something else on your mind, let's get it out there. Let's get it behind us. We just never, you know, I love Richard Ford to death. You know, when he and Catherine would go after sometimes, we would joke about they needed marriage counseling. But, you know, some people just shouldn't be married. I hope that's not what we're saying.
But they didn't run out of
Because
the
the rest of us
newspaper
children
and make
are gonna
comments
suffer.
about one another, you know, it's just.
I'm saying that there's more to it. Y'all say it now.
I've got one more thing I'll say. I think that, what you wrote in the paper about being chairman and what your goals for chairman were was inappropriate. When you're chairman, you don't talk about your individual goals. You're supposed to talk about, when you're the chairman, your job is to obtain the goals of the commission